Peace, peace, peace. What's going on, ladies and gents? How y'all doing this evening? Um, shit, we in here, man. What's going on with y'all, fellas? What's going on, ladies? My beautiful black ladies, all the ladies out there. What's going on? Um, Today, right? I'm gonna go ahead and the topic is gonna be about the importance of reading and how reading has changed me as a person, or how it's changing me as a person, rather, right? So I feel like reading is a very important. It plays a very important part of your spiritual growth, and your mental, physical, everything. Um, well, reading. What I feel about reading is that it opens up a lot of doors for you. It definitely opens up a lot of. It definitely opens up a lot of doors for you. Even if everything you read it might not be true, and you're going to come past a lot of things that's not true, but at the end of the day, reading is going to open different avenues upon which direction you decide to go with in life. So what reading has done for me is it's opened my eyes. It's gave me the ability to actually think outside the box and to react upon the information that I get from thinking outside the box. And you know how it is, people don't really believe you until they experience it for themselves. So a lot of people can tell you to read, but you'll never believe unless you actually read and see for yourself. That's called experimenting. That's a part of science. Everything is connected. You know what I'm saying? So what reading has done for me is just it opened up doors. It helped me think outside the box. It put me in a whole different paradigm of thinking. You know, it took me out of the westernized thinking mentality. You know, of course I'm still working on a lot of things. Ain't nobody perfect. Of course I'm still working on a lot of things within myself. But at the end of the day, once you know about the things that's holding you back, that's already step one. So you're already halfway there once you know that. And after that, it's all about acting upon, what you learned, or what you feel that's right within you. You know what I'm saying? And reading would just take you on a whole different journey, man. Like, and the reason why, let me just touch on this. The reason why I feel like a lot of us didn't want to learn in school is because everything that they was teaching us, and I'm speaking to the black people, everything that they was teaching us it wasn't, we can never find any interest in it because it was never meant to be taught to us. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the inventions, whether it's the just in general, just white history or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Everything came from my ancestors. You know what I'm saying? We was the first ones here. The black woman specifically, she was the first one, and then we came from her. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, if it don't resonate with you, then you just ain't gonna be able to get into it. And I feel like, for me, and I know a lot of other people feel the same way, that's why I didn't have the comprehension skills in school. You know what I'm saying? That's why we wanted to always skip class, or we wanted to always smoke weed before we go to class, or we just try to find any and everything to ease our mind. You know what I'm saying? And then our parents wasn't really around like when we was in school. So it was just like, all right, man, like, what the fuck can I do to get this shit over? Like, subconsciously, you know that this shit ain't meant to be taught. You know what I mean? Not saying that you can't learn anything from school, but for the most part, it's not our history. You know what I'm saying? It's not our history at all. So, and the same thing with college and all these other Western based made facilities. You know what I'm saying? But you would never know that unless you read. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is about reading. Reading will open your eyes up to how the world really is. Depending upon how you think. And I feel like that's why a lot of people, it intimidates them when people say read this, read that, is because they're scared. They're hesitant, and they're scared into what they're gonna find out. Because when you read, you're opening up doorways within yourself that's already there. You know what I'm saying? Because you're passed down bloodline through bloodline through bloodline. Everything is passed down to you. So when you read, you're literally opening the door for your ancestors to come and start guiding you and showing you new things. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's your ancestors, your spirit guides, your all your higher ups, all the people that's helping you on the physical realm, on from the spiritual level. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a test. You know, as y'all all know, you're not your body. You're a spiritual being living in human experience. All the inventions and everything out here, everything is pretty much based off nature. You know what I'm saying? Everything is pretty much based off of nature, you know, so your body is a part of nature. You know, but with reading, even if you only read one page a day, you know what I'm saying? You got to start somewhere. But we've allowed people to put into our minds that we're not good readers, that, you know, we can't comprehend, you know what I'm saying, that read is not for us, like from the outside coming in, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's not that. It's just that, you know, what you're reading is not interesting to you, you know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna comprehend it as well, you know what I'm saying? So that's the thing I realized. Like, once I started reading, I'm like, damn, you know, first I started, you know, for a week, for about, and I've been doing this for, I'm 26. I've been doing this for ever since I was 21. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just really starting to get like heavy on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a type of guy, like, slowly but surely, you know what I'm saying? But when I get it, I got it. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with that, you know? You got some people that might catch on faster than me. You got some people that might catch on faster than you. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, when you read, it brings you closer to someone else. Far as the subject that you're reading, you know, it just does so much for you, and people don't realize that. A lot of people overlook that a lot of links and a lot of truth is in these books. A lot of people that write these books, they got them. If you look into a real good author, like, they have all that stuff documented, like down to the websites. They'll refer you to different books, and then you get into that book, and then y'all see the books and shit I got behind me, like, them just a few, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, like, when you get into the flow, you got it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it just, like, all the links be in the books. You know what I'm saying? You go check it out if you don't believe it. Like, a lot of books got like documentation in there, like, of the actual document and like how it happened. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, it's a lot you can learn from reading. You know, reading can change your life. Reading can help you evolve spiritually. It will help you evolve spiritually. And another saying, y'all probably heard it, but, you know, they always say that if you want to hide something from a black man, put it in the books. That's true to a certain extent, because a lot of people don't like to read, you know what I'm saying? We allow society to manipulate the way we think, you know what I'm saying? Like, and what I realized is that from my understanding on what I realized is that when I started reading, I started it'll help you realize, like, who you really are. Because when I started reading, I was so one-sided. Like, I didn't want to believe the stuff that I was reading, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to believe that, you know, my ancestors went through slavery, and that, you know, Jesus was named after a slave ship that they put my ancestors on, you know what I'm saying? So, like, it was just, I didn't want to know these things. I was so one-sided, you know what I'm saying? Because all my life I've been lied to. All my life, you know, whether it's intentionally or unintentionally, you know what I'm saying? Like, all my life I've been lied to. So if I wasn't reading on these things, then I wouldn't know. I'd still be inside of a box. You know what I'm saying? When your mind is inside of a box, can't nothing flow. Can't no energy flow through the box. You know what I'm saying? It's boxed up. But when you open that box, then you can let the energy go anywhere the energy want to go. You know what I'm saying? Which is out into the universe. You know what I'm saying? And then in return, you'll get the energy back. But how can you receive energy if your mind is in the box? How can you emit energy? How can you receive energy? How can you do anything with energy if it's in the box? You know what I'm saying? You gotta open your mind up, and that's what reading does for you, man. Opens your mind. As you can see, I'm not an older guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm a younger guy. You know, man, it's a mentality thing, but you know, I always think about, you know, I grow younger, I don't grow older. You know what I'm saying? My mind just get wiser. That's the only thing I think, you know, because, and another thing, when we tell ourselves that we're getting older, then mentally our mind actually believes that we're getting older. So our minds deteriorates our body with time because we're telling ourselves that we're getting older. And that's what a whole concept, years old, 26 years old. You're telling yourself that you're getting older. But why can't we say whatever your age is, why can't you say after that years young instead of years old? You see what I'm saying? So like all of this stuff goes hand in hand with reading books. You know, I know I'm not the only one. A lot of y'all might got thoughts on y'all mind a lot of times like, damn, like, I wonder what the fuck this is. Or damn, I seen that on the news. That shit don't seem right. But it's just like, nah, that shit just some bullshit. And then we just leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? But like, we got to realize that we'll never really have the true information unless we read books. We'll never really have the true information because we already know who's running the system, right? We know the oppressors and the elites, they running the system, right? So if their job is to, and these are the same bloodline of the people that enslaved our ancestors, right? So if their job is to oppress us, if they're the oppressor and their job is to oppress us, why would they give us the power and the knowledge up front for us to destroy them? You know what I'm saying? They gonna use certain shit as a decoy. You know what I'm saying? They gonna confuse you. They gonna jumble shit up. They gonna jumble shit around. But if you don't look into these things, then you're gonna be this sheep just like everybody else, just moving around here and not having no direction. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy thing is that I feel like you don't learn from the books. I feel like everything is already within us. We just unlocking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you was born with everything you ever need. You know what I'm saying? You was born with everything. Everything, God gave you everything that you need to succeed in life, or to be who you got to be and to carry out your spiritual mission. You know what I'm saying? And we come through our parents. We don't come from our parents. We come through our parents. You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that is, we're not this physical body. We're a spiritual being living a human experience. So we come through our parents. We don't come from our parents. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that fucks with your mind because it's like, damn, that'll just exclude any type of title. I'm not saying don't love your parents or none of that, but that'll exclude any type of title. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's like, it'll just put you on your mission. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like, so I'm not of this earth. Like, I'm really an extraterrestrial living inside of a physical vessel to function on Earth. You know what I'm saying? So all of this stuff is just like thoroughly researched. I mean, it's scientifically proven. You got scientists out here, but now just because somebody's a scientist don't mean that they're good scientists. You know, you got evil scientists working for evil people. You got good scientists working for good people. You know what I'm saying? You got good scientists and then you got working 9 times out of 10 with the universe. You know, so I feel like the importance behind reading is to know stuff like that. You know, to open your eyes, to get you to see the full spectrum of light on what's going on out here. You know, and about me, it made me look at women totally different. It made me look at my brothers totally different. People who look like me, totally different. You know, and it'll just open you up about, you know, history. And another thing about reading is it's very important to know about your roots. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing I started reading is on my roots, because if you don't know your roots, then how you gonna know who you are? How you gonna know who you came from? How you gonna know where you came from? You know what I'm saying? How you gonna know where you going? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, once I started reading about like black, I mean, I never had a problem with black women, but you know, I always go like for the foreign women or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Not saying there's nothing wrong with that, but you know, it's like damn, once I started learning about the genetics, and you know what I'm saying, genetics, and how women do this and how women do that, you know what I mean? Like how special they were, how powerful they were, you know what I'm saying? How we come from them first, because we're not taught that we come from women. We're taught that women come from the man, you know what I'm saying? Which is, that doesn't even sound intelligent, you know what I'm saying? But when you a sheep and you ain't got no mind of your own and you don't read, people can tell you anything and you can go with it. That's another good thing about reading. You know what I'm saying? Even if what you read wasn't true, but if somebody bring it to your attention and you feel like, and you read something on it, then you can bring it to their attention. And if they lying to you, you can kind of feel their energy, like, okay, like, all right, like what I'm saying might not be right, but their energy kind of changed up when I threw it out there, because they ain't think that I knew. And like when you read, you know, I notice a lot of times, like when I read, like it's hard for people to manipulate you. It's hard for people to get around you, because you thinking outside the box. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, for some people might even get intimidated about you. Some people might even get intimidated by you. You know what I'm saying? Like, but reading is a very great thing, you know. Reading, watching movies, movies that have some meaning, you know. I mean, everything in it got subliminal messages nowadays, but yeah, a lot of us don't know how to read. And when I say don't know how to read, I ain't talking about like we don't know how to say word from word. I'm not talking about, I'm talking about comprehending. Reading is actually comprehending what you with the words that you're saying and the words that you're reading. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's definitely a science to it. You know, you got speed reading and all that. You gotta pick up on that. You know, it ain't gonna come overnight, but I'm telling you, like, if y'all start reading, it'll change your life, man. That's all I can say. It'll change your life. You know, it's a lot of people out here with a lot of life learned lessons and experiences, and they're destined to help, and they give you the 411 on what they went through and what you shouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? People that just OGs in this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like old heads in this shit just know. You know what I mean? Like they already been through it. You know, so it's like that's why I get at with reading, man. I feel like reading is very, very important in order for us to evolve as a civilization. You know what I'm saying? Because when you read, that's when all the pieces to that one big puzzle I was talking about in my last video, when I was talking about the frustrated men in Brazil, will all play one big piece of the puzzle. So if we all read, we all make that piece come together, and you know, we can do a lot when we come together. It's power in numbers. You know what I'm saying? Build a community, get our own police department, get our own police facility. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't take shit. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta get that knowledge. You gotta know what's going on. You gotta know who is who. You gotta know who the enemy is and who the enemy is not. Like, our ancestors was fighting in wars and shit together, and we had shit on lock. Even the women was fighting wars. You had, go check out I think her name is Queen Candace. The group in I think it was the group, correct me if I'm wrong, the group out of Ethiopia. A group of women out of Ethiopia, I believe. They defeated Alexander the Great. I think it was Alexander the Great. Yeah. Or one of the Greeks that came through there, and they was trying to take over their land. They killed, like, they fucked them up. Women, like straight women. You know what I'm saying? So like, this is why it's so important to read. Like, when you read, you get that especially when it's on your answer. When you read, you get that reassurance. When you read, you unlock doors. You know what I'm saying? You ever read something and then it was like, Then you was like, damn, like, I never read this shit, but how the fuck this shit sounds so familiar? You know what I'm saying? Like, how this shit resonate with me? Like, what the fuck? You kind of be like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? But you wasn't saying no shit like that when they was teaching you that bullshit in school. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wasn't saying that. But once you get out and start reading on your own and select from your own subconscious and your conscious, it's like, damn, like, okay, that's what it is. Oh, so I've been getting lied to. Okay, bet. You're gonna be pissed. It's gonna hurt. And the biggest thing why people don't read is because what people outside of them say. And 9 times out of 10 is your family. You know what I'm saying? Your family is the closest ones to you that's going to tell you that, nah, you can't do this or you can't do that, because they see you as one way, but the way that they see you, they don't see you for who you truly are, because you haven't evolved to your higher self yet. So reading is to help you evolve to your higher self, so you won't have to keep going through the same bullshit. So when you read, some people don't want to give up what they do on the weekend. Some people don't want to give up drinking. Some people don't want to give up partying and smoking, and you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with hitting a J, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, know your focus, know your mindset, know what you're doing, know what you have something to run back to. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't just be out here, okay, I'm gonna do this, do that. You drink, smoke, partying or whatever, but when you come home, you wake up in the morning, you just spent all this money and you don't got no direction and none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So all of this plays a big part with reading, man. I'm telling you, when you read, boom, that's step 1. You're already halfway there. Now the next step is to take action and to find out what the consequences are behind your actions. And then that's how you learn. That's how you grow. That's how you evolve as a spiritual being. You know what I'm saying? You got to step outside your comfort zone. And a lot of people are not or never successful because they don't step outside their comfort zone. If you don't step outside your comfort zone, then there's no way you can be successful. You can't tell me one rapper today or anybody who's successful today that didn't have to go against the grain, or they didn't have to go step out of their comfort zone. Everybody that's successful had to step out of their comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm gonna just use the streets for example, because a lot of my brothers are in the streets. I'm just talking about in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, even the people that come out the streets and they so-called famous, money-wise, you know, they had to come out the mindset they was into a certain extent, and they had to get away from that shit. That's why a majority of them niggas be like in Hollywood, or, you know what I'm saying, places where there's a lot of money at. You know, not saying that money is everything, but what I'm saying is you can read in different ways. Reading just don't have to be in a book. Reading don't have to just be in a book. Reading could be a person's body language. You can read people's body language and energy. You know what I'm saying? When you at work every day, you know, okay, I ain't gonna fuck with this person. Like, they gonna piss me off, so I know not to fuck with this person. Just the way they look, or the way they, you know what I mean? Like, just the way they carry themselves, like, you know what I'm saying? So reading would definitely help you get through that. You know what I'm saying? Reading would definitely, you know, help you evolve as a spiritual being, man. So yeah, all that being said, man, that's how reading has helped me. You know, it's helped me move different. It's helped me function different. You know, like I said, I'm still working on, you know, a lot of things within myself. But at the end of the day, this is not my only life that I've been in. I have been in past lives, just like you've been in past lives. So it's just, you know, karma coming back. Karma always gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? But now is my time to get right. I'm getting right. And I'm gonna make sure y'all get right. Well, I can lead you to the water, but I can't make you drink. So I'm just here to give you the information, and you can already halfway be there, and all you gotta do is take action. Love y'all, man. Peace and light. Gone.